angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Archangel Michael, please protect me and help me become a clear channel for my collective. Clear any of my chakras and close the door to that of a low vibration so I don't absorb this negative energy, because I don't want to absorb the negative energy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel to get my new channel up and running, to get these messages out there. Just literally applying a bit of oil to try and clear my airways. It smells so good. Right, I'm gonna light one of the candles what I've made. Passion fruit, grapefruit and lemon candle, which smells amazing. So I've flipped some cards. We've got Purity, got Snow White, and then we've got Goldilocks, Entitlement. And then we've got Words, Fairies and Shoes, Obsession. Survival in reverse, Promises in reverse, and Battle and Gifts. So these people, this group, this could be family, it could be friends, it could be outsiders, third parties, have been battling for some sort of gifts. They are obsessed. They want that innocence. They want that purity. They feel like they're entitled maybe to them words. Obsessed. Survival and promises. So basically they made some sort of promises. They did not want you to survive. So they did not want you to survive. They wanted to steal. There's some sort of theft. Some sort of theft. And then we've got trust in reverse. So I was getting that maybe you trusted these people. You could have trusted these people at one point and they wanted to steal them words, them gifts, and put you under spiritual warfare. So battling for some sort of gifts. So they could have tried to take a gift, or they already have taken a gift. That could be money. Words with work. They could have took some sort of words. Some paperwork. They could have taken something surrounding words. They are obsessed with them words. The battling. Trust again. Maybe you thought you could trust these people at some point, and they all teamed up to turn against you. Loyalty. There's no loyalty. Theft. You've got theft. And pathway. So theft, pathway, high honour. We've got main male and gift, high honour and sudden wealth. So there was some sort of gift of sudden wealth. That could have been from work. That could have been will money. Some sort of inheritance. So someone who is high honour could have left a gift of that sudden wealth. Yeah. There could have been some sort of words what they left, or maybe you could have spoke some words, exchanged words with somebody, and they wanted to leave a gift of that sudden wealth. Or quite possibly you could be a writer. You could have wrote some sort of a story, something to do with maybe studying, or something to do with words. And then we've got great fortune in reverse. So they took that. They took that. We've got marriage in reverse, false person, and community. So this community, this group could have teamed together, right? And they could have actually done a false marriage. So whether this be resonated with masculine or feminine, change. Wow. To change some sort of legal documentation. Wedding, maybe they changed some sort of wedding. So if this was like a will money or some sort of gift, what was getting you this great fortune, this community, this group teamed together and they could have organised a fake false wedding. And they are all, like, maybe you could have trusted these people. Maybe some of these people with this high honour could be held in high honour in public. You know, high honour in public. They felt like they was entitled to start battling. There's a lot of negativity. I've just had to, like, click that out. they thought that they could start battling. And with this promises in reverse and this survival in reverse, I was getting that they could have quite possibly wanted to end the person, change. And then we've got message and then thoughts. So they changed some sort of legal documentation. There's been a change and tampering with legal documentation. So this could be a will or something, some money for your line of work. And again, they felt like they was entitled. But with this purity, maybe they viewed you as innocent. And with this purity, they thought, well, this person is dumb. So I was getting that this community maybe found you dumb or thought that you was not smart enough, or they all teamed together to say you did not deserve to have this great fortune, so they wanted to steal it for themselves. So they actually took it upon themselves to say that you did not deserve this gift. They took it upon themselves to say that you did not deserve this gift, and they all chose to bring war and battle and put someone under major spiritual warfare to steal this gift. So there was working behind the scenes and got adjudication. They thought that they was going to avoid judgment. Maybe quite possibly they did not believe in the Most High, and they thought that they would be able to get away with that, and it was going to go unnoticed. Okay. Then we've got child, so you could, and then house. So you could be a child of one or some of these people. You could be niece, nephew, cousin to some of these people. So it could be family who is involved, and we've got a house. So someone could have left a home. Someone could have left a home and had some money. And this community thought that they was entitled. They really did. And we've got official person in reverse, concern and change. So quite possibly, if any of these people was working in some sort of so-called power position, they're going to lose the job, or they already lost their job. So again, these readings are past, future, present. They are going to lose their job, and if they have stolen a home, they are literally, wow, okay, they're literally going to lose it. So we've got a married couple who could have only married. A married couple who could have took a home. Them and the community people know about this false like marriage. Maybe this masculine and feminine could have only married because they took some money and they took a home, and they are actually living inside of a home that's not actually theirs, which is shocking. 1 second, someone's at the door. So someone's actually living inside of a home what's not actually rightfully theirs by law. If they think that they was high on it, they are now high on it in reverse from what they've done. Okay. So we've got this. Just had to answer the door. We've got this masculine, feminine, and a community of people, quite possibly linking to family, who grouped together to take that home, because I was getting that this masculine wanted to be a wealthy man, and he feels that he deserved to have it all. Okay. So we've got a judge who's really concerned, I was getting. Then we've got child and despair. So I was getting that maybe a judge who is gathering evidence, or maybe the law enforcement, the police, could be gathering evidence of this crime and handing some of that evidence to a judge. Maybe a judge is concerned surrounding the child or children as the impact If there's child or children involved, the children would have, well, great fortune in reverse, the children, and then we've got death, we've got coffin. Then we've got official person in reverse, a mature man in reverse. So I was getting that maybe this masculine could have, they could have vowed to take this masculine or feminine out to cover this theft up. We've got theft, mature woman, and family room. So they could have come into this mature woman's family room. This masculine and feminine who was together, lovers, they wanted to get married. So they could be engaged, or they could be engaged to get married, or actually be in a process of getting married. But they was lovers. Then we got poverty and sudden wealth in reverse. And they wanted to come out of poverty. So they took this gift for themselves. And they didn't want, I was getting this mature woman to survive. They got extremely, extremely greedy. They just had their eyes on what they thought is the prize. They just had their eyes on the prize. They had their eyes on the prize. I was getting quite possible with this thoughts and unexpected income in reverse. They could have watched this. Yeah, we've got expectation. Wow. So what they started to do was watch this mature woman. They started to watch this mature woman, her everyday life. They would see where she would go, who she would meet up with, and what she would do, just to get a good look on who this mature woman was and who she associates herself with. Theft, adjudication. So they've stolen from the Most High. Family room, so family as well. And family member, this main male, wanted to come out of poverty, so he took some sort of message. He took some sort of words. Because he felt entitled. We've got imprisonment, and they're going to prison. We've got child and great fortune in reverse, and lovers. So there could be an ex involved, a child or children's father who is also involved in taking that money. Then we've got occupation and child. They could be working to stitch someone up for the crimes, someone else to take that fall. And with this occupation and child, I was getting that there's done a voodoo doll. So they've done a voodoo doll, and they're doing a lot of witchcraft and black magic on this mature woman. A group, a community of people are doing a lot of black magic on this woman because they took that money, they took her home, and they took absolutely everything. And the more they kept taking, they just kept going on in for the take. So they took money, then they took more money, they took gifts, they took more gifts. They could have took the child or children. They could have, like, they just kept taking energy. I was getting that they've been stealing that energy as well as the money. And they started to become with this obsessed, they started to become obsessed with this words. I was getting quite possibly they could have been listening through her phone to see who she was speaking to, what she was talking about, some major mad obsession. So they become extremely obsessed and fixated on the one who they were stealing from. But with this trust in reverse and a high honour, I is getting quite possibly these are the people you think you should be able to trust. But we've got marriage and false person. So this masculine and feminine who are lovers or was lovers are planning to either get married or they got married or got married because they wanted to take control of some sort of a house and have money and have that life of luxury on the back of theft, fraud and robbery. They've ruined many people's lives in the process. We've got child and change, and then we've got coffin in reverse. So basically they maybe could have, because if there's jealous of this feminine and they wanted to take this feminine out, they could have wanted to take the child or children out because they didn't want to pay back what they had stolen. So the children, they put the children in immediate danger, child endangerment. I was getting attempted murder because we've got wealthy man and privileged lady because they wanted to become a wealthy man and privileged lady. We've got journey in reverse and coffin in reverse, and they didn't want that journey to end. Message of concern and theft. So there's a lot of eyes getting maybe paperwork or legal documentation or wording, some sort of wording. What keeps getting copy and pasted? What keeps getting copy and pasted? They monetize off it. They make out like it's their work, and they're monetizing off it, and they just keep going in for the steal because they've got a really mad obsession with theft, fraud, and robbery. Now we've got despair, and then imprisonment and theft. So they are now in despair because they are going to prison for that theft, and then losing the jobs, and they're going to lose absolutely everything. We've got a house. They're going to lose their homes. They're going to lose any badges of high honour. There could be a mature man who is high honour, who left this great fortune in a house. So we've got a mature man who is high honour, who left a home and great fortune to this mature woman, what should be a privileged lady. But this immature man and his immature other half, who's false and fake, was acting very childish, extremely childish. You know, one of them children, I'm sure we've all been there, like as a child, where they think that they deserve to have this lolly, and if they don't deserve, like if they don't get the lolly what they want, they start stamping their feet and they start like throwing the toys out the pram and stuff, and they start having a fit and going mad. Yeah, that's children. You know, children do that, but these people are fully grown adults. Some of them could be teenagers who's got in on that, and these fully grown adults are spoiled because they think that they deserve a gift what's not actually theirs. The world in reverse and 3 of cups, and then we've got Empress, so they could have done this to a mother. Then we've got 2 of swords and Ace of wands in reverse. They are trying to block a new beginning, this third party, this group, maybe even friends, 5 of swords, who's enemies. Then we've got Page of swords. It studies. Page of swords, the female figure, opening a book. She's got a lot of ideas, knowledge, wisdom. So words, maybe took some inspirational words, some knowledge, some studies, ideas, and then they felt that they was entitled to do that. They monetized off it. Then they kept going back to this feminine, this empress, this mother, and stealing absolutely everything, them and their group. And then we've got Ace of Swords. They lied. 7 of Cups. Ace of Swords in reverse. They lied. 7 of Cups. And then we've got the Knight of Swords in reverse. It's the assassin. They lied to put several different hits out on this feminine. They lied to get several different hits put out on this feminine. Ace of Cups. Because she loves and they hate. They throat chakra. So they could be trying to block throat chakra also. They're definitely trying to block a passionate new beginning because they don't want her to inherit her own home. They don't want her to inherit her own wealth. And they put several different hits out on this feminine. 8 of Swords in reverse, they are going to prison. 3 of Wands in reverse, they're not going to be able to expand in their group anymore. 2 of Pentacles are very mentally unstable. We've got Justice in reverse, a lot of corruption and injustice. And it wasn't just once. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. It was persistent. Maybe they took that perseverance, that hard work with the Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and someone else's generational wealth. So someone else's hard work, someone else's inheritance. And they become extremely, 2 of Swords, mad and angry. They became extremely mad and angry. They're all under judgment. They're under major judgment. They became extremely mad and angry. They was inspired. They became inspired by becoming the star. They wanted to be seen as stronger. Yeah. But they suffer a lot of unrequited love for the Most High. 4 of Wands in reverse, they've got unrequited love for this mature man who left some sort of will money. So this third party are enemies, 5 of Swords, 3 of Cups, and they dream, 3 of Cups, these friends, to try and expand in ways to get this feminine locked up. 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands. So these enemies are bringing conflict. They are bringing battles. They are bringing war to get this feminine to defend herself, so then they can get her locked up in prison. 5 of Cups, because they want her to lose, and it's one of them. So we've got the Lovers in reverse and the Emperor in reverse. And then we've got Queen of Cups. It could be a water sign female and her ex involved, her children's father, an absent father who is involved in that. 3 of Pentacles, who collaborated because he just wants her to lose, and he wants everything what she has also. 9 of Pentacles, he wants that financial stability for himself. 2 of Swords, that mask has been ripped off. 5 of Pentacles, he also wanted to come out of poverty, and he was left out. Hanged Man, okay? And then the Page of Cups. Then we've got the 5 of Wands, and then the Moon card in reverse. They could have actually sacrificed child or children in the process. They could have sacrificed child or children. They loved the thought of that Ace of Cups and 7 of Wands, that sole purpose. But that's been blocked. Hanged Man manipulating third party. Page of Cups, and we've got Death card in reverse. 9 of Wands in reverse. They don't want anyone to be aware. 2 of Wands, they're absolute cowards. 6 of Wands in reverse and 5 of Wands in reverse. Now they're trying to hold back on that battle because they don't want to get put under investigation by the higher ups, because they tried to sacrifice this feminine and her child or children to keep hold of everything what's actually hers, because they've got obsession and now they've got it. They don't want to lose everything what they've stolen, because they very much like living the life of luxury off the back of someone else's inheritance, and they're holding back now. And what they are doing is they are using magic. We've got Magician in reverse and Ace of Cups in reverse to do a love block spell, and manipulating. We've got the Knight of Swords, and then we've got the High Priestess. They're doing a lot of black magic, assassination of character, maybe spiritual assassin, spiritual warfare. A lot of spiritual warfare, 222. 7 of Cups, they're creating a lot of illusions, Ace of Swords and lying. 2 of Cups, the Lion, and the Lovers, and then the Emperor. The Lion, they could be doing a lot of manipulation to stop. We've got Gemini coming out, Pisces, Capricorn, Aries. They could be doing a lot of manipulation to stop a love offer coming in. A lot of illusions. A love block spell. They've definitely done a love block spell. They've done a love block spell. And they want to manipulate someone to come towards feminine, to make out like they is loving this feminine, but they is wanting to assassinate her character. Some sort of a hit and run. 6 of Pentacles, and it 4 of Cups. Maybe feminine is getting bored of them trying to take her gifts. Maybe feminine is getting bored of them trying to take. 2 of Pentacles, knowing that they're very low vibrational. They could be switching money from accounts to accounts. Maybe they is trying to control her, and maybe she's getting bored. 4 of Wands in reverse. They are wanting disharmony. Take. Took her home. Take this, take that. Take. And all they keep doing is stealing. They've got a lack of compassion, a lack of empathy, a lack of remorse. Again, they've just got that taste, that hunger for stealing. And they're obsessed with stealing. I'm going to tap into this marriage and false person because this, even if they have got married to this masculine and feminine, they're both fake and false, and they've got no love for each other. Yeah, there's no romantic connection between them both. Four of Swords and Ace of Wands, they don't even want to lay down together and get passionate with each other because there's no passion there. 25. There's no passion there. Only a passion for the theft, the fraud, the robbery, the stealing, and trying to literally assassinate someone else's character and take their gift, yeah? Hanged Man in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse, try and push them at a very low vibration, using black magic, trying to push them at a very low vibration, Hangman, and sacrifice them. Two of Swords in reverse. Then we've got a Queen of Cups in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse, who's not got them skills. Five of Pentacles, they're lacking in them skills. And they want these type of skills, these gifts for themselves. So that's spiritual gifts on top of physical gifts. They want them spiritual gifts for themselves. Sire's getting that they've sacrificed around a romantic connection. So they're working to take some sort of gift, do some sort of binding spells, yeah. An overwhelming amount of death magic. Star card in reverse. There's not wanting that healing. They do not want that healing. They do not want that healing to take place. So Three of Cups and Knight of Cups. So there's a lot of, like, with this third party, they're all romanticizing with each other. And they're all having, like, sex with each other and flirting with each other. But that's fake. That's all fake because they're all snakes. And they're all, like, going against this one person, being really snake-like. But they're all about the money and the materialistic gains. They would not be. Just giving that insight there. With the Page of Wands and Eight of Wands, getting that message out there. 27. They would not be interested at all if they did not have this stolen money. They would not give a second glance. So these are the type of people who love to corrupt the souls of man. They love to corrupt the souls of man. There's been a lot of stalking, spying, dangerous stalking. What they've done is dangerous. So I was getting with the Most High, Hierophant, and Archangel Michael. I was getting that they have stepped in. So I've got the Most High, Hierophant, and Temperance. So, and then Nine of Wands in reverse, and Six of Cups in reverse, and Judgment in reverse. So they was that childish, that immature, and that unaware of the Most High and angels watching them plot and plan and plot and plan and plot and plan. Every single move was getting reported back to the Most High. So they're under judgment from the divine. Every single move and every evil act and deed has been recorded, and it's been passed on to the Most High. The angels have been gathering that information and bringing that to the Most High to put them under judgment by the Most High. So they're going to face a judge, a physical judge. They are under spiritual judgment by the Most High. So basically, right, so they committed Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups, they committed. I could have tried to walk away, throat chakra. Magic is what I was getting. Eight of Cups in reverse, you could have walked away. 10 of Cups in reverse from this dysfunctional family. The Strength card in reverse. They want you to be weak. They're committed to this family. Five of Swords, these enemies committed to this family. We've got Empress in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and Nine of Cups in reverse. So we've got a Taurus, masculine or feminine, who thinks it's hilarious, who's an absolute nightmare. We've got the Star card. And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Collaborating, Fools, youths, Page of Pentacles, to try and take an opportunity, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, to take that abundance. King of Swords in reverse, someone who abuses that position, wanted to keep it a secret. With the Moon card, we've got Death card in reverse, that they was trying to bring death to this feminine, collaborated with a King of Swords in reverse, an air sign, masculine or feminine, and they collaborated with a Taurus and quite possibly a Gemini and an Aquarius to sneak, to be deceptive, to stalk, to spy, to lie, and to backstab. Dangerous, Three of Cups, friends could be involved. Six of Wands, they wanted some sort of 3D clout and recognition. That could be on social media, that could be on the streets, yeah, to their friends, to their lovers. They wanted some sort of 3D clout. Two of Wands in reverse, these cowards are living in upside down world. These friends, these third parties are being very childish. Justice in reverse, they love the corruption and injustice. The Sun card, they don't want that to be illuminated. The Sun card and Four of Cups, they lack illumination. Eight of Wands, because they are not wanting that news to get out there. So this is probably going to hit the news. They are all going to hit the news. So they're all going to go down one by one. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, of taking theft, fraud, robbery, human sacrifice with the Hanged Man. Nine of Wands in reverse, they don't want anyone to be aware of this sneaking around. We've got High Priestess in reverse, could be a Pisces, masculine or feminine. The Sun card, who wanted that ultimate happiness for themselves. Three of Wands and that expansion. Two of Cups, him, her, and their partner. Or we've got Gemini. Six of Swords. And then we've got the Devil card, Capricorn energy. Nine of Pentacles and Two of Swords. So basically they could have put some money in an offshore's overseas account. Eight of Swords in reverse, because they thought if they put some money in an offshore's overseas account, Eight of Swords in reverse, they would avoid prison for that and they won't get caught for it. But they've got caught up. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so this Capricorn could be a feminine. This Capricorn could be a feminine. And King of Swords in reverse. The Moon card, a lot of sneaky, deceptive lies. Death card in reverse. They was all planning on death. There's the source to stop the truth from coming out. Nine of Wands in reverse. They didn't want anyone to be aware. Eight of Cups. And there's a female figure like walking. Page of Cups in reverse. They was following this feminine everywhere she was going. Nine of... to exhaust her with that stalking, with that following, is what they wanted. So probably following in car, it was some sort of vehicle, following on foot, listening to phone calls, message of concern and coffin journey. Again, there could have been someone who passed, and if not, if it's not linking to free or the freezer, if it's not linking to someone who passed, they wanted to journey towards family room. And then we've got main female. So a main female was linking to family but lives outside of this house, home. Courthouse in reverse, wants to avoid going into a courthouse. Great Fortune in reverse, for taking this Great Fortune, her and her lover and a group of other people, because she's wanted to be seen as a star or something. She wanted that celebrity life, that life of luxury, through theft, fraud, robbery. And she's wanted people to journey towards this feminine, stalk and follow this feminine. So she's paying money, stolen money to people to have this feminine stalked, watched. She's fake and false child. She's only a child. She's still a child. She's still a child. Wow. She's still a child. And what she's doing is she's sat there as a child with this stolen money, and she's just obsessed putting hits out and having her own family member watch voice in reverse and doesn't want that voice to be used. Choice, maybe doing some kind of magic sister. So we've got a sister love. So this younger sister Yeah, this younger female is this mature woman's younger sister. So this younger female has stolen from her older sister, yeah, because she feels entitled to have that, and she thinks, oh, I'm better looking, I deserve this because I'm younger and I'm this and I'm that. And one of these spoiled little girls where she thinks that she deserves that. So she's got in on stealing off her older sister, and she's putting hits out on her own sister and using that money to get her own sister stalked, followed, and harassed because her head's gone. And she's mentally immature and very, very retarded. She's extremely retarded that she's actually got her own sister stalked and harassed, which is a shame. Which is actually a shame. Jesus Christ Almighty. It really is a shame how someone can manipulate how someone who's quite young and still a child can manipulate that many people because she's still a child. Like, I don't understand how a child can manipulate a large group of people. How can a child manipulate a load of fully grown adults to do that? But obviously these fully grown adults are wanting this stolen money. So she's actually manipulating a lot of fully grown adults to get in on stalking and gang affiliation. This is fully grown adults. This is fully grown adults because she's wanted to be seen as a star and trying to block the real star and stop the real star, like with this harassment and these attacks, from healing. So really trying to stop a healing process. And I cannot actually believe that she's literally been so vile. She's been so vile. She's been extremely vile, money, power hungry. And 37, because she's got this stolen money, she thinks she's above everybody. Yeah. She thinks she's above absolutely everybody, but is getting that she holds no weight in spirit realm. So she's probably tried to get her own sister ended, and she holds no ranking in spirit. So basically, they're just protecting and defending a set of low rank cranks. So they are trying to defend and protect a set of low rank cranks. She's very, very manipulating and got in a lot of stealing. And so she could be trying to get that illegal protection for that level of corruption. But if it's illegal protection, it's illegal protection for a reason, because there's been a lot of illegal activities. No one is going to want illegal activity, illegal protection, if they've not been getting involved in a lot of illegal activities. A lot of illegal activities. I need to empty out some of my old candle pots and wash them. I've got a lot more candles to be making over the next few days. A lot more candles to be making, which is something positive to focus on. Aromatherapy candles, massage like candles, salt baths, spiritual sprays, oils, essential oils, specially blended and designed by me, which will be available. $39.39, which will all be available. Sooner or later. Oh, and also, I am also making, I've made some, and I've been making more soaps. aromatherapy soaps for different skin types to make your skin really nice and vibrant. All handmade, homemade, and all used with natural ingredients. Natural ingredients, I thought I would get that out there, natural ingredients. So, natural ingredients. Yeah, we've got following in cars coming out. So she, and then we've got Lucifer. And this group are possessed with Lucifer. This is why they've got this mad obsession to that purity. Wow. Past lovers are wanting this feminine back, so they've got in on the stalking. Yeah. But we've got nugs, not drugs. So they will do anything for chicken nuggets. They will do anything to get their chicken nuggets, spying through cameras. Yeah. So basically they are spying through cameras. We've got false readings on you. So they're going to people to get readings on this feminine. They're giving out false readings. False readings. Bigfoot. So we've got a picture of Bigfoot on this sticker card, right? And then we've got word witchery. The more these type of people have had their ego fed with all this robbery. So we've got a hamster. So basically, they're like little hamsters. You know, they're like little hamsters just nibbling. But on the street, in the group and all that, they want to make out like they're Bigfoot. Like they're proper massive, you know. Like they're proper massive is what they are wanting. Maybe one of these or some people in this group have got extremely large feet. Wanting you dead. I swear there's several different hits have come out. Soulless beings. So basically a group of soulless beings. A group of soulless beings. Lost soul. We've got lost soul. A group of lost souls and soulless beings are just wanting that clout, that recognition. Toxic. They're extremely toxic. We've got good judge. Toxic. We've got good judge. Then we've got hitman. Then we've got Jezebel spirit. So they're struggling with a Jezebel spirit. Chill pill. A lot of these could already be on mental health medication. So they are actually struggling with their mental health. Jezebel spirit. Jezebel spirit. I've got a blank card here. A blank card here. Throat chakra. Wow. So I'm going to write incubus. And succubus. Or incubi and succubi. Or incubi and succubi. So they've got like incubus or succubus or incubi and succubi type of spirit attached to them. 43. So they could be doing some sort of sex magic. Like it's one of them where they're trying to lure people in to the darkness instead of bringing people out of that darkness and leading them to the light. Yeah. So it's like they are linking to knife crimes, narcissists, okay? Then this false marriage has come out again, so they could have put this feminine in a false marriage, or someone's got married off the back of this stolen money, and it's a false marriage because had they had not got that stolen money, they would have not have got married. There's not that romantic connection there. It was all for the money. It was all for the money. It was all for the money. Power of attorney. And then we've got group chat. And then dark witch. So they'll be going to a dark witch to do some sort of weird witchery. God knows how much black magic. A lot of manipulation. Power of attorney. They've done weird witchery on legal documentations to force a court case. To force everything to go in their favour. Because they think that they can control everybody. So it's someone who's got some control issues, where they think they can control absolutely everybody and manipulate everybody to want to work to serve evil, right? Wow. So they've been doing a lot of drinking, celebrating, partying, getting more and more toxic. And I is going to say that although we all deserve a drink and to party and stuff like that, you know, the more they are opening up with that alcohol, every time they drink that spirit, that alcohol, they are opening up their body to demonic possession. Alcohol, going back to what I've learned, like when I was trying to study some sort of like Muslim stuff, alcohol, it's spirit, it's a spirit. Then we got Heineken, so every time they drink a beer or alcohol or this cocktail, you know, them spirits, Jezebel spirit, they open themselves up. So they're struggling with the incubus, succubus, Jezebel type of spirit. And the more that this group all protect and defend each other and hang around with each other and have that attachment to each other, the more and more and more and more and more possessed they are going to become. Yeah. And if they are all using black magic, because they are all attached to each other, yeah, whatever this group has done, they are all going to start experiencing each other's karma. Yeah. So although in this group, someone could be less innocent and not participated as much as one of the other people, yeah, the ones who have been like just watching this go down and barely wanted to get involved in it because they knew it was wrong, but they just thought they'd go along with the crowd, they're going to still experience a lot of karma, and they're going to need to do some cord cutting, because if not, if they don't do that cord cutting because they've got some sort of attachment to these people, they're going to start experiencing everyone else's bad karma, even though they don't deserve to have that much brutal karma for not participating in that as much. They are going to start to experience that karma. Also, the person who they've done it to, they need to do that cord cutting and that cleansing, because although if there's family involved, they've got this soul tie to family members. If there's friends involved, they've got some sort of emotional attachment. So this person who's been getting stolen from and attacked, yeah, is going to also have to do a cleansing, a spiritual bath, and cord cutting ceremony on themselves, or else they're going to start to experience the bad karma of the enemies, if that makes sense, because there's an invisible energetic cord between you like ex-lovers. Even if you're not with them, there's still that energetic cord. Even if you've not slept with like any of these ex-lovers for a number of years, that energy, that residue is still going to be left either inside of the body or in that energetic field, and it takes a long time to clear that out of your energetic field. And there's a lot of like auric grunge. So because of this energetic cord, and they're all attached and they're obsessed with this good energy, they're trying to put the auric grunge off on the one who they are stealing from, because they want the one who they are stealing from to experience their bad karma for them, which is not that person's bad karma, and it's not their karmic debt to be paying off, because they've all got like a lot of karmic debts, bad karmic debts to be paying off. And even if, like you say, he's in this group and he's not done as much bad things as the other ones, if they don't clear up that aura and back off from this group, they're going to start to experience the major bad karma of that person in the group. And even though they've probably not participated as much, one of the ones who's just not participated as much because they've got that energetic attachment and that cord, and they don't know about the invisible cord and then doing a cord cutting, they could experience more bad karma than the ones who's actually done it. because of that energetic cord, and they're feeding off the innocent, the ones who are pure, and they always like they can see when someone's innocent and like quite pure, and that light, they always seek to dim that light. And if there's a new person joining this crowd, this family, these friends, this social group, they instantly will start to put that peer pressure on for that person to start acting out and doing things what they would not normally do, which is a form of control. And they will egg each other on, cheer each other on to basically fuck their life up and lose everything what they've got. So it's one of them where they cheer each other on to do a lot of corrupt things, a lot of bad things, because these friends, these family members, these groups, these crowds, this third party, whatever they want to call themselves, are always there doing that peer pressure and trying to push each other into that darkness so they can look down their nose at them and feel bigger. You know, like Bigfoot? So they start off like a hamster because a hamster came out. They start off like a hamster, and then they want to be like Bigfoot, where they're really big and massive because they've got an inflated ego. And also with this hamster, they just want feeding, you know, and then they want to start treating these other people who they are paying to do this as a little pet, a little runaround, you know, as a little pet. You know, oh, come on, I'll give you a few scraps, which will be a bit of carrot, you know, but obviously it's money. It'll be a bit of carrot. I'll give you a couple of scraps and you go do this for me. And these dopey people will go do it because they want the money. Because they want the money. And they will do anything because their friends or their family members or their so-called partners said to do it. Yeah, they told me to do it. Or she said to do it. He said to do it. Oh, they told me if I was going to do this, I was going to get this amount of money, and I was going to get some social clout and 3D recognition for it because I was just desperate to follow the crowd. So although they like to maybe label themselves as shelves, so maybe they need to be put on the frigging shelf and to hang that up. Although they like to label themselves as some sort of a wolf and all that, and be a leader, they're actually followers. They are actually followers of the crowd. And just because they've said to do this and they've said to do that and they've said to do this and they've said to do that, don't mean to say that you have to do it. Don't mean to say that you have to do it. Now these carrots that I've got in the fridge are a bit bendy. So I'm going to give them to the rabbits because they're a bit bendy. My little rabbits. And my little baby rabbits. And then little teeny tiny, even smaller baby rabbits. All entire world. Like, unbelievably cute. Unbelievably cute. Good gifts. They are actually called my rabbits: Raphael, Archangel, Michael, Gabriel, Zadkiel. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Ezekiel. And Ezekiel. I can't forget Ezekiel. So that Sphinx, which sounds a bit like Sphinx. The Egyptian Sphinx. Binky. Yeah, so they are actually following the crowd. And, well, when they're in prison, when they're to prison, if they're not already in prison, some of them, but the rest of them, they will go to prison. When they're in prison, they will then go on what's called a spiritual awakening, and they will start looking for God. They will start looking for answers, and that is when they are in prison, that is when they will try and get in contact and in tune with God, and that is when they will maybe try and repent for their sins, and they don't feel bad about it, to be honest, because they're still fighting to try and keep hold of this money. They don't feel bad about it, they just feel bad about getting caught. But again, they're really blasé, these type of people. You know, they will steal and then they will rub it in your face and get really blasé, start gaslighting, knowing that they've got stolen money, and then they'll lie about it, but then they'll rub it in your face. Which is another form of some severe mental health issue. Which is another form, 5533, of severe mental health issues, where they'll be like, look, I've got this, I've got that, you've not, you know. And then basically 5544, these groups, these people will start to get jealous, envious, and the more jealous and envious they get, obviously the more hate they carry, 5555, and then the more they will do everything they can. We've got knob jockey coming out, so there are a set of knob jockeys. We've got knob jockey coming out of real friends. So there could be some friends involved in this, the ones who you thought was your real friends, the ones who you thought would be your friends for life, to have them pounds. We've got pure pounds, to have them pounds on their wealth and riches, what's not even theirs, which is not even theirs. So that again, that is another form of severe mental health. We've got entity attachment. They are actually under entity attachment. They could be not only incubus, succubus, and Jezebel, be struggling, and then Lucifer and Mammon. So they're probably possessed by the devil and multiple demons, and by working with that of a low vibration, they're going to have, they're going to need an exorcism. They're going to need to pray to Jesus. They're going to need to pray to Jesus. That whatever black magic what they have done, they're going to have to go then pay this specialist to do a reversal on top of that. And then crime scenes. So we've got crime scenes. Then we've got like a lip sticker and a tongue sticker. So they're all like licking each other's ass. They're all licking each other's asses, but they're a set of spiritual bullies. They're being watched. They're being watched. So they could be doing some sort of opening some sort of credit card account, some sort of savers account, doing bank transfer, wire transfer, opened up another bank account. So they can just walk around, pay on card, and just act all posh and stuff. So going shopping, going out drinking, partying, clubbing, going out shopping, and then lying and spreading nothing but lies about the person who they'd stolen from. So then they could literally turn crowds of people against this one person, which is another form of brainwashing. It's a power struggle, and they've become obsessed and addicted to that. They've become obsessed with lying and twisting and manipulating people because they just want to pinch that heart. Yeah, so they could not only just want that physical gifts, maybe they want that good heart, purity, they want that good heart. But obviously by doing that, they're not going to get a good heart. So they've probably got some very, very heavy, heavy hearts from all the evil acts, what they've done, you know, and from all the black magic. There's a lot of evil eye, 5858, a lot of evil eye. Tracking your location. Tracking your location. So they track that person's location, maybe on Snapchat, IP address, whatever it's called, GPS, that's the one. That's what they're doing. Tick. So wherever they check on in. Tick. Wanted to have that person like jobs. Tick. Maybe all these messages on something like WhatsApp or Facebook and stuff like that, where there's lots of ticks where they've got messages to read and this is a group chat. But they are all going to go to prison. They're in despair. They're going to lose everything. They're going to lose absolutely everything. They could have done this too. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but they could have done this with this judication and message to one of God's messengers. They could have done this to a medium. They could have done this to someone who is actually a medium. They could have done this to a light worker, a starseed, a medium, and think that they can take this medium's place. They think that they can take all this medium's work, reproduce it as their own, and not get put in prison. But there's a full family and a large group of people who's going down for it. Large groups. And child or children have been in the middle of it, either doing the manipulating, participating in the manipulating. So these children, before they've even hit 18 or 21, have got some serious crimes under the belt. Before they've even hit 18 or 21, they've got some severe, serious crimes under the belt. They've got some severe crimes under the belt. And that, even though if they go to prison and that's always going to stay on their criminal record. It's always going to be there on their criminal record for the rest of their life. So I was going to leave that there. So sending peace, love, and light, and one by one, every single one of these are going to face that karma. There's no way they can get out of this. They are going to feel like they're going to face that karma one way or another.